Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nick, and in today's video I'm going to talk about why I was gone for so long. So, first of all, everything's okay. You know, I'm okay. It just was a hectic year last year with getting married, all the animals, everything going on. It was just a crazy time last year. So, I was feeling a little overwhelmed. I need to take some time off just for, you know, mental health reasons, honestly, and this is just for everybody listening. You know, don't be scared to go talk to somebody. Don't be scared to, you know, you feel the way that you feel. It happens to everybody. So, you know, everyone has to work through things, and everybody needs people to lean on at certain different times in their life, and hopefully one day someone leans on you too, you know. So just one of those things where I needed some time to just work on myself, and I wanted to come on here and tell you guys that, but then I was like, well, that kind of sucks, but I ultimately decided not to do that. And thank you to everybody who did reach out. It was super nice of everybody who asked me like, hey, you doing okay? Or, you know, is everything all right? We haven't seen you post in a couple months and things like that. So definitely something that I really do appreciate, and I think you guys are all awesome. And, you know, the subscriber count's only gone up since I quit posting, and it's really cool to see. It's fun to see, you know, I mean, haven't been as active on it as I should be, but getting back into it now. So thank you everybody who's, you know, sticking around after this, and everyone who supported the break or whatever you want to call it, but I do appreciate it. So in that time frame, a lot of things did happen. One of the big things that did happen was, one of the reasons I quit posting was I had too much going on. Not only in my personal life, but as far as, you know, Electric Geckos goes, and just me taking care of all these animals, I had too much. I had too many. I was kind of burning the candle at both ends a little bit, and I just was not losing passion necessarily, but it felt like a job. It felt like a fight instead of a hobby. It was like gotta go in there, gotta do this, and this, get it done so then I can have my evening, or, you know, that's what it kind of felt. It was starting to feel like. So that's when I kind of knew that I had to address whatever was happening. You know, I had 16 breeder females last year, Crested Geckos, and I had 3 female gargoyles, 1 male gargoyle, and I ended up selling 15 of those proven females, and I sold all my whole gargoyle you know, I don't know, whatever, 4-0 or whatever you want to call it. The 4 of them, I sold all of them, and it wasn't an easy decision. It was tough. I had to kind of sit back and look at what I liked the most and what I was spending most of my time with and what I was enjoying the most. Even like 6, 7, 8 months ago on this channel, I talked about how in the 2022 season, I wanted to focus on only a couple lines. You know, I knew I was downsizing anyway, and I had kind of hinted at that. I think I've even said it before. So when I decided to downsize, the Crested Gecko-wise, I go, what do I like? Well, I have a couple geckos that I started all this with and that I wanted to keep. You know, those being Waylon and Louise were really the big two. Thurman was also one of those that I wanted to keep because he was one of my first, but the lady who bought him also bought the female I was going to breed him with. And I told her, I was like, hey, these were my plans. If you want to buy him, I'll let you buy him, just because I know you're going to breed this female anyway. This was the idea I had for him. She did. So that one kind of was like, that was tough, but it made sense. And honestly, I looked at it in more of a positive light because it was helping out someone else, and it was helping her reach her breeding goals and whatever those meant for her. So we do still have a couple scraggler males, and some holdback females that are up on my morph market right now, and some of the last remaining babies that we had. So why did I decide to downsize on the Crested Gecko? So for the 2022 season, we're only breeding Louise 1, and we're breeding her to a super Domination male, actually. So it kind of gets me into it. What I'm focusing on Crested Gecko wise is purely going to be super Dalmatian stuff. That's it. You know, nothing else. I have 5 or 6 of them, and I might throw up pictures right here that I took on my phone today of them. 5 or 6 male, female super Dals that, you know, and I'm not looking to be as big as I was on Crested Geckos. I really only want maybe 3 to 4 females going at a time, and then I can focus on them. And not necessarily higher quality, but something that I really care about and that I'm really passionate about, and that is the Super Dalmatian projects and things like that, because Super Dalmatians are just, they're just beautiful. They're just really freaking beautiful, and I think they're awesome, and I might work them into things here and there. You know, I may, you know, we'll see. But part of what was going on was I had so much Crested Gecko stuff, and then I was also doing a couple gargoyle things, and then, you know, we're getting into the Lychees, where we currently have 6 Lychees. One unfortunate thing that did happen was our oldest female Lychee, Lori, she passed away. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I was actually going to breed her this year. She was up to 180 or 190 grams when she passed away. So I really don't know what happened. It was a big bummer, and that honestly kind of delayed me posting again on YouTube, just because that really sucked, and it just bummed me out, because like I said, I was going through some stuff anyway, and then that happened, and I just got really bummed out, and it just really sucked. And it's kind of one of those, like, sometimes in the hobby you lose an animal and it really just makes you question, like, why do I keep them? You know, like, you go through the gamut of, like, this sucks, like, this hurts. You know, I had plans for her and all this stuff, and then they're just gone, and I raised her for 2 years, and that's just gone because of an ailment. I mean, she wasn't losing weight or anything. I came in one night, and she was just passed away on the ground, just really, like, not even like any life in her at all, just totally lifeless. So that was a bummer. But we currently still have 6, 1 male who's ready to go, and then we have 5 grow outs, 3 females, 2 males, so hopefully I can have 3 pairs total, and they'll hopefully be ready next year, you know. And this is one of them, and they're all about the same size. If you guys remember the video where we unboxed them, they're all born around the same time. They're all, you know, they're all 80 grams right now or so, and it's pretty cool. So it's fun to see these guys grow up and things like that. And this is something I really want to work with, is a lot of the New Amy, Pine Islands, and New Anna. That's kind of, it's a smaller line of Lychees, kind of cross the locales and things like that. But I knew I was going to focus more on Lychees as time came on. This was also something that I had talked about previously. So there were some hints as to, and it's not like I'm getting out of Crested Geckos, we're just keeping them at, like, a normal person level, right? You know, having 6 to 10 of them instead of 100 plus at times. So, like I said, not like we're out of it, not like we're in it, you know, fully again. What took over a lot of my time and energy that made it harder to maintain the Crested Geckos was our ball pythons. And not that ball pythons are a lot of work, honestly, they're not. They're very simple. You feed them, you clean them, fill up their water, and that's it. But I decided to take on the undertaking of breeding my own rats and making sure that I could feed my own collection, right? So by doing that, I made a lot more work for myself, right? So, and I knew that I was going to be serious about it, and I know that, you know, like this year, like we have, and I plan on I'm making a video on my ball python breeding projects this year, and even some of the new pickups that we have, and new pickups coming in too. So we have some stuff going on as far as that goes. We turned our garage into a rat room completely. Me and my dad insulated the walls, put up some drywall. Still work in progress. It's still a disaster in there. It's messy with garage stuff in there, but the rats are in there. It's warm in there. They're breeding like crazy. It's freaking awesome to see. I have like 20 colonies going. It's amazing, and I plan on showing that off to everybody very soon. So the ball pythons have taken a bigger role in my reptile business, I guess is the best way to put it. So really, like, gargoyle wise, I'm pretty much out of gargoyles completely, which is fine. I really did enjoy gargoyles, but you can only invest in so many things, right? Like, if you're doing this as a business and you're putting good money into some of these animals, you can't be the best at every single thing that you do. You have to be focused, and I'm very focused on what we have right now with Lychees. I'm hoping to grow within my own colonies from there and maybe sell and buy as far as that goes. But, you know, a lot of what I'll be doing as the future goes on is the ball pythons, just because I really love them, and I love the genetic diversity and things like that. And like I said, this isn't going to turn into like this crazy big ball python channel unless that's what the viewers want, you know. Like, I'm going to make videos on what I'm doing and what I care about and things like that. So if it ends up being more ball python heavy, that's fine. I'm also not like, I see my video analytics, and I know that when I post Crested Gecko videos, I get good views a lot of the times, or, you know, at least I was when I was posting consistently. I was getting great views on Crested Gecko topics. But anytime I post about ball pythons or anything else, drops very quickly. And that's why, like, for me, it's easy to make a video on what you're passionate about. And I'm not necessarily like a view chaser or a subscriber chaser, because I do appreciate, and I feel like everyone who does watch my videos and supports me, a lot of it's because you like me and we share a common passion, right, of like these animals in general. So I do understand that, you know, not everybody's into ball pythons, not everybody's into Crested Geckos, yada yada yada. I'm just not like, I'm not gonna, I don't think it'd be fair to you guys to like fake just breeding hundreds of geckos because that's what pulls in views, right? I don't think that that's fair to anybody. So, I do want to ask you guys, what do you want to see? Video ideas from you would be wonderful to have. And you know, like, I had somebody message me today wanting to know that because they're getting into breeding brindles, and he was talking about, like, you know, how do I know what I'm gonna get, or, you know, how do I plan my breeding projects and things like that. And I plan on making a video kind of maybe to help you guys who are breeding Crested Geckos, maybe talk about what I did and how I tried to produce things and what my goals were with producing things. And I'll pull out some of the stuff that we still have, and I'll talk about, like, hey, this is what I had in mind. This is how many eggs it took to get to this point. So that way you guys have a realistic idea of what is and isn't like a great viable option for you to breed with. But anyway, you know, I do foresee a lot of the content in the future being maybe like ball python related to an extent. I mean, I plan on showing you guys who I'm breeding and things like that, and then maybe egg incubations, maybe some egg cuttings, African soft fur rat breeding, rat care, things of that nature. I would like to make videos on that too, because I'm still learning about it, and there's not a lot of information on that in general. Like, there is and there isn't. So it's just showing people what I'm doing, because there's people, honestly guys, one of the best things that's come from posting on YouTube and like talking about things you know is the people who comment who know more than you and can actually add to the conversation. And that helped me learn. I learned so much about Crested Geckos from talking about what I knew about Crested Geckos with people. So hopefully it's that way with the ball pythons, the Lychees, and the African soft furs and things of that nature. But I do plan on making a video showing you guys my current Domination collection, and that'll probably be the next video, because I think you guys will like that one, because a lot of you have been here since they were this big, and now they're, you know, 25, 30, 40 grams. So super cool. Anyway, this video is entirely too long, so I'm really happy to be back. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to talk to you guys again, interact with you guys again on YouTube and things of that nature. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe, you know, ask me questions down below, anything you want. And until next time, guys, stay safe and stay positive.